Finding a hotel that actually works for families is tough. Some say they're kid-friendly until your toddler's bored, your preschooler's hungry, and you're Googling escape flights back home. But what if I told you there's a hotel in Lisbon designed specifically for families, where kids get their own club, parents get espresso, and everyone gets to relax? Welcome to Martinhal Chiado, where we stayed for 6 nights with our 6-year-old daughter and 3-year-old son. Here's everything we loved, what surprised us, and whether we'd stay here again. Let's go. Located in the Chiado district, the heart of downtown Lisbon, the Martinhal Chiado Hotel couldn't be in a better spot. It's within walking distance of many great shops and restaurants, and a quick Uber, tram, or bus can get you practically anywhere within 15 minutes. The city is full of dynamic hills. Think San Francisco or Edinburgh, so bring some comfortable walking shoes. The sidewalks are mainly composed of old Portuguese tiles that can become slippery when wet, so it's a good idea to check if your shoes are suitable for slippery terrain. We also brought a cheap umbrella stroller for our 3-year-old, and let me tell you, it was a lifesaver. I talk more about it in this video here. It was a little difficult in some spots, given the hills and the very narrow streets, but it was worth it. I suggest you bring one, especially if you have younger children. And even though we didn't use them, I would plan to bring car seats. While they have strollers you can use at the hotel, they don't have car seats available. I did end up leaving the ones we brought for the hotel to lend out to future families, but who knows how long those will last. About 2 weeks before our check-in date, I got an email from the hotel outlining our stay and all the features that make the Martinhal stand out. Then about a week before check-in, they asked if we would like to schedule a shuttle pickup from the airport, which we did. After retrieving our bags and navigating the notorious Lisbon passport security lines, our driver was waiting for us with a sign and a smile. The drive there was quick and painless. They had a car seat and booster seat all set up for us. We didn't have to lift a finger, and although you don't need a tip, how can you not? The shuttle cost 66 euros, about $71 US. A little pricier than an Uber, but with the kids and luggage, I think it was worth it. When we got to the hotel, we were greeted with even more smiles and genuine hospitality. I didn't feel as if they were forced to be nice. Portuguese people are humble and gracious by nature, and it truly felt like they wanted to accommodate us. Guy took our bags, showed us where the restaurant and kids areas were, and dropped us off at our room. The room had everything we needed. It was spacious, it was clean, nothing was broken or old looking, which is pretty impressive seeing as though this hotel is geared towards kids and families. There was a huge and very comfortable king-size bed, as well as a set of bunk beds with guards on them. There was a full kitchen with utensils, an espresso machine, a small fridge with complimentary milk, juice, and water. And most clutch, there was a washer-dryer combo. The bathroom was spacious and featured a towel warmer, a common European feature. The living room area had 2 comfy chairs, a small table, and a decent-sized flat-screen TV. One thing I want to mention is that it's really easy to rent movies and shows. We rented a movie thinking it was just a free movie on TV, so make sure anything you watch, check to see if they charge to view it first. Since we took a red-eye nonstop from Philly, we all took a nap before heading out into the town. We arrived well before the 3 p.m. check-in time, but our room was already waiting for us. As I've said in previous videos, when that happens, it's one of the best signs that the trip is going to be a good one. The hotel restaurant is small, but it doesn't feel small. We opted for the package that included breakfast every morning, and it was so worth it. Everything was so good. It's a buffet-style meal where they have fresh breads and croissants. Mini pancakes and crepes are kids' favorites, charcuterie items, cold cereals, English breakfast items, and assorted fruits. You can also order eggs and omelets. I cannot state how pleased we were with this part of the trip. It was fantastic and super convenient. Their lunch menu is also amazing. We had the chicken flatbread sandwich each time we ate lunch there, and it was so good. You know, sometimes a hotel restaurant can be generic, almost like a chain restaurant in a way, but I felt Bar 1855 was an asset to the hotel, and if you're staying at the Martinhal, definitely a place to try out. On the hotel website, they boast that, quote, kids are central to our philosophy at Martinhal, end quote. I truly believe this because not only do they supply things like step stools, high chairs, and potty seats in each room, but they also have 2 kids' play areas. There's a small area where kids and parents can hang out. There are a few toys, rocking horses, and the main feature, a rock climbing wall, which my daughter loved. Then there's the kids club, where parents can drop their kids off and have some adult fun. like taking a Tagus River dinner cruise, or just walking around and sampling some jinja at a corner kioske. Fact is, the kids will most likely have more fun than the adults. My daughter opted for the kids club any chance she could get. The amazing thing is that it's free. Guests as young as 6 months old are welcome in the kids club. They even have an area blocked off for when younger ones need naps. They have it all figured out. We were totally impressed. Another added benefit of staying at the Martinhal Chiado is that if you book a reservation at the Terrace restaurant, the restaurant of their sister hotel, the Martinhal Lisbon Oriente, about 15 minutes away by Uber, you get complimentary access to their pool areas, which are amazing. There's a main pool and a kids' waiting pool, both inside and outside. There's plenty of seating areas. They provide towels, there's a food and drink service that will deliver everything poolside to you, and the grounds are clean and have that sleek European modern look. They also have large locker rooms where you can change and even shower after you swim. About the only thing I didn't see was equipment for the kids to play with, or life jackets. So if your child needs assistance and you know ahead of time that you'll be using the pool, consider bringing your own life jacket or floaties. We booked lunch at the Terrace restaurant, which is a buffet-style meal. A wide variety of high-quality items were available, including a large selection of sushi and sashimi. There was a lot of seafood, and that's what Lisbon is known for, but the food didn't blow us away. It was good, but not great. The service was amazing, as it was everywhere we went in Lisbon, and they had a very talented jazz trio playing the perfect soft jazz that sets the mood for a wonderful vacation in a luxury accommodation. To be honest, we had our doubts. I like to err on the side of skepticism, especially when it comes to travel. When something seems too good to be true, it usually ends up being the case. We had seen a few videos about the Martinhal hotels, and my wife and I would glance at each other with that kind of look that says, "Come on, really?" But yes, it lived up to the videos and then some. The staff was about as polite, professional, and accommodating as I've ever experienced. They were basically at our beck and call. The amenities, especially for kids, were second to none. No other hotel I've stayed at, even ones geared towards children, were as thoughtful and prepared as this. The rooms were charming, clean, large, and comfortable. The restaurant was perfect. The pools at the sister hotel were fantastic. To say that if and when we return to Lisbon, we'll be staying here is truly an understatement. We cannot emphasize enough how pleased we were with all things Martinhal Chiado. In fact, my wife puts it perfectly. Of all the times we've been to Lisbon, this was by far the best time, and the Martinhal Chiado played a massive role in making this trip unforgettable. Have you stayed at the Martinhal Chiado? What did you think? Let us know in the comments. Planning a trip with kids to Lisbon and have questions? Drop a comment and I'll be sure to answer them to the best of my ability. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this one helpful. I'm Kelly, your trusted vacation agent, wishing you safe travels.